So here, notice that we have we're showing the profile of someone who's already logged in, and we didn't have a mechanism that would allow us to remove the current session, right? To log out and cancel the current user that is currently logged in. So to do that, we're going to go to the index page, and we're going to add an additional link in here, the logout link, and now this link should only be there if the user already exists, right? So let's put him here alongside with the profile. So it will show. Yeah, so this will be log out, right? But log out, it's a little different than all the other ones, since it needs to actually take some programmatic actions. So when we click on this, we need to actually invoke some kind of logout logic on some controller, right, that's going to host that logout method event, right? Now this controller, though, notice that we don't have a controller for this page at all. So what we might want to do here is declare a controller for an overall controller for the page, right? So to do that, we could do it here at the body. We can say the ng controller for this page might be I don't know, we'll call it main controller, that's controller, and then load that controller from the script. We can say main, and this would be main controller. And then in the main controller, we can create here, say, a directory for that, right? So we'll say public, and we'll create a directory main, and in there we'll create a file called main.controller.js. There we go. We shouldn't forget in our index page to include. Oh, we did that, right? Main/main control. All right, there we did it. Okay. So let's go main, and in here we're going to create a controller. We'll say that this is Angular module is whiteboard app, and we'll say that this is a controller. The controller is called main controller, implemented by the same function main controller. Okay. And main controller is going to use the same VM pattern, right? This, and it's declaring a logout function, logout, implemented by a function of the same name. Implemented right here, select function logout, and logout is going to use a user service, the user service, guess it, and it's going to say user service logout user, right? And it's going to retrieve, it's going to come back with some function with some response, right? And whenever that response is successful, we would like to be able to go now to home saves. Okay, I'm no one, right? I'm logged out. Let's go back home. So we'll say URL go home, and for that we're going to have to inject location. There you go. Right. So this service, right? Let's go to the service, and in the service, user service, where is it? User, so there it is. Oops. There we go. So in here we're going to add one more. It's going to call logout user. Okay. There you go, and that's going to be implemented right here. Yes. function logout user and a callback. What it's going to do is going to do an HTTP dot dot delete, right? Or post. Sorry, it's going to do a post saying that we no longer want to be logged in. So we can say dot post and say rest log out. Okay. And if it's success, we're going to call the callback function that is being passed to us, right? So yeah, so now we have to go in the server and implement that post logout. So we'll say app post. This is /s/ logout, and this will be, we'll receive a request and response from the server, and it will use one of Passport's function that is added to the request. Say request dot log out, and what that's going to do is going to nullify that cookie that is being used to identify the user, right? And it's going to send back a 200 success, meaning yes, we were able to log out. And what this is going to do is going to make the cookie no longer valid, that it can be used for logging in anymore, right? Let's see. I think we're all done. Let's stop the server. Let's restart the server, and let's reload our client, and let's log in. Okay, let's log in. Say it's Dan. Log in, and now notice that we can log out. If we click on log out, notice that it goes back home, right? And we can no longer go to profile. See that? So if we log in as Dan, right, notice that the profile and admin appear, right? But if we log out, right, we're no longer logged in, and we don't no longer have access to any of these other pages. Oh, we do have access to admin. Not to profile. No, I believe we need to do some more checks on whether we have access to those other pages. Also, when we log out, right, with where is it in the clients, the main controller, right? We should also nullify locally on our client, so root scope, just say that the current user equals null, and that should fix a couple of the navigation issues that we're having. Let's add the root scope here, inject it in there. Reload this. Log in again. Dan log in, and we log out. Notice that the current user goes null, and so we're back to our initial state of unable to navigate to the profile or the admin. There you go. So we successfully implemented a logout that brings us back to our initial state of just being at the home.